Hey guys, I'm Shaun from Whitefield, and in this video I'm going to show you the warm-up and mobility routine I use with all of my clients to get them ready for sessions and ready to move. What I'm going to do is throughout this video I'm going to show you a series of 11 exercises based on the Limber 11 by Joe DeFranco. The only difference is I've changed one exercise that's based around the hips for another one that's based around the shoulders and the mobility through the spine. What you're going to see me do in this video is each movement, and I'm going to rock in and out of that movement. This is the way I advise my clients to warm up, but you can also use these movements for static stretches to generally improve your flexibility day to day as well. Movement number one is foam rolling the IT band. The IT band is a tight band of tendons and fascia that runs down the outside of your leg. Foam rolling releases tension in muscles though, not tendons, so we want to roll a little behind the band and a little in front of it, which you'll see me do about halfway through this clip. To do this, lay on your side on the foam roller and use your other leg for support as well as your arms. Then you're just going to roll from the bottom of your hip to the top of your knee, and then go through that with a nice smooth motion so you feel everything in between as you go nice and slow. Movement number two is foam rolling the adductors. Those are the muscles on the inside of your leg. To release the tension in these muscles, lay on your front and keep your hips facing the ground throughout the movement. Don't twist to the side. Bring your leg out to the side and place it on the roller. And then again, you're going to roll from just above your knee and go as far into your hip as you can. Guys, you might not be able to go quite as far for reasons I'm sure you understand. Movement number three is foam rolling the glutes. In this video, I'm using a foam roller, but if you have a tennis ball or a hockey ball, that's much more effective. To do this, sit on the roller and cross one foot over the opposite knee. Now whichever foot you've lifted, lean towards that side. This time, roll nice and slowly up and down to hit the glutes. If you use a ball, you can maneuver around a lot more with this one. Try out both and see how they will feel. Movement number four is the iron cross. This is going to help mobilize rotation through your spine. Lay on your back with your arms out to the sides and lift your knees up above your hips. Now, let your legs fall to one side, keeping the feet and knees together. It's okay if your hips twist off the ground on this one. And as you do that, turn your head the opposite way. Our aim on this one is to be able to keep your shoulders and hands touching the ground as you twist your knees to touch the floor. Movement number five is a back roll into leg stretches. Start off by hugging your knees, rolling onto your back and coming up again to start warming up all the muscles all along the back of your spine. Then straighten your legs into a basic hamstring stretch, rocking in and out slightly. Next, roll back, take your feet over your head, and you're aiming for your feet to touch the ground if you can. Don't worry if not, it will come with practice. Next, roll back up, roll forwards, but this time open your legs as wide as you can and lean forwards just like before. Only this time, you'll feel the stretch in the adductors too on the inside of your leg. Now repeat that cycle as many times as you like, alternating between legs out in front and legs out wide. Make sure you do each one of those at least twice though. Movement number six is the mountain climber stretch. Start in a press-up position and then bring one foot forward and out to the side, as far forward as you can. Make sure that foot is flat on the ground and then rock your hips slightly towards that side. Change legs and do it again. Movement number seven is the rocking frog. You'll really feel this on the inside of your hips again. You might feel silly doing this one, but don't worry. Nobody goes to the gym to look cool in the gym. We all go to look cool outside the gym. To do this, get on all fours and put your knees fairly wide. Place your forearms on the ground and now push your hips back until you feel a stretch. Come forwards to place your chest on your hands and then repeat that cycle. Movement number eight is the fire hydrant, and if you have a dog, you'll get it. This movement is a glute activation exercise, the muscles in your bum which are massively important. Get on all fours again with your knees together. Bring one knee up towards your elbow, take it out to the side, go round to the back, and then return to the starting position. Make sure you keep your hips facing the ground rather than just twisting to get your knee higher, because that defies the point. Do that a few times, then go the opposite way, and then do the other leg. Movement number nine is the glute stretch. To do this, sit on a chair or a bench or whatever, cross one leg over the opposite knee, and then put your elbow on the side of the raised leg into your knee. Lean forwards, and as you do, push your knee down with your elbow. Rock in and out of that movement, and you should feel a stretch on the outside of your leg and round to your bum. Movement number 10 is the hip flexor stretch. We're going to use a chair again for this one, but if that feels like too much or hurts your knees, just do it without the chair. Starting on all fours, put one foot up on the chair behind you. Bring the other foot forward, slowly lift your chest up, and you might already start to feel a stretch at the front of your hip and leg. Make sure you tilt your hips upwards and then rock very slowly, only a small movement, backwards and forwards. Movement number 11, this is the one I added in, is shoulder windmills. This is another really good one for improving the twist through your spine and also mobility around the shoulder. Lay on your side with your arms out in front of you, your bottom leg out straight and your top leg bent so your knee is in front of your hips. It's important to keep the bottom hand and the top knee touching the ground the whole time. You can get a partner to hold them down to help. Draw your top hand up over your head and draw a huge circle as you rotate your arm all the way around. Behind your body, over your hips and back to the start position. Your aim is to be able to keep both hands and the top knee on the ground the whole time. Don't worry if you don't get it right away. This takes practice and patience, but you'll definitely feel it. If you feel like you're miles away at the back of the movement, grab your roller and put it under your top knee. As you progress, use something smaller and smaller until you can do it with your knee on the ground. And that's the mobility routine that I use with myself and all of my clients. If you want to learn any more about any movements you've seen in this video, just leave us a comment below or go and speak to the trainers in your gym. And what I want to know now is, what do you do to warm up yourself? Do you do something similar to this? Do you do something different? And would you add any of these things into your warm-up? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.